Hey movie lovers, welcome back to our channel where we talk about all things cinema. Today, we have a special treat for you. We're going to rank the top 5 movies of one of the greatest actors of our time, Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington is a legend in Hollywood with a career spanning over 4 decades and dozens of awards, including 2 Oscars, 3 Golden Globes, and a Tony. He has played a variety of roles, from heroes to villains, from historical figures to fictional characters, from drama to action to comedy. He has worked with some of the best directors in the industry, such as Spike Lee, Tony Scott, Antoine Fuqua, and Robert Zemeckis. He has also directed and produced several films himself, showcasing his talent behind the camera. But with so many amazing movies to choose from, how do we pick the best ones? Well, we've done some research and looked at the ratings, reviews, box office, and awards of all his films, and we've come up with our own ranking based on our personal preferences and opinions. Of course, you may disagree with us, and that's okay. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section below. But for now, let's get started with our countdown of the top 5 Denzel Washington movies. Number 5, The Equalizer 2014. The Equalizer is a thrilling action movie based on the 1980s TV series of the same name. Denzel Washington plays Robert McCall, a former CIA operative who faked his death and now lives a quiet life as a hardware store employee. But when he meets a young girl named Terry, played by Chloe Grace Moretz, who is under the control of a brutal Russian gang, he decides to use his skills and resources to help her. He soon finds himself in a war with the gang and their leader, played by Martin Sissokas, who has a personal connection to McCall's past. The Equalizer is a movie that showcases Denzel Washington's charisma and badassery. He is a man of few words, but a lot of action. He can take out a room full of bad guys with nothing but a nail gun, a corkscrew, or a book. He is also a man of justice who helps the oppressed and the innocent. He is like a modern-day vigilante who uses his intelligence and experience to outsmart and outfight his enemies. The movie is directed by Antoine Fuqua, who also worked with Denzel Washington on Training Day and The Magnificent Seven. The movie has a lot of suspense, violence, and twists, and it also has a sequel, The Equalizer 2, which came out in 2018. If you're looking for a movie that will keep you on the edge of your seat, The Equalizer is the one for you. Number 4, Malcolm X A, 1992. Malcolm X is a biographical drama movie based on the life of the influential African-American activist and leader. Denzel Washington plays the title role, from his early days as a petty criminal and hustler to his conversion to Islam and his involvement in the Nation of Islam, to his pilgrimage to Mecca and his assassination in 1965. The movie covers the major events and themes of Malcolm X's life, such as his racial identity, his religious beliefs, his political views, his family, and his legacy. Malcolm X is a movie that showcases Denzel Washington's range and depth as an actor. He delivers a powerful and nuanced performance, capturing the charisma, passion, intelligence, and complexity of Malcolm X. He also underwent a physical transformation, shaving his head, growing a beard, and wearing glasses and suits. He received an Oscar nomination for his role, and many critics and fans consider it his best performance ever. The movie was directed by Spike Lee, who also co-wrote the screenplay and co-produced the film. The movie is a passion project for Lee, who had to overcome many challenges and controversies to make it. The movie is long, over 3 hours, but it is also epic, ambitious, and inspiring. It is widely regarded as one of the best biopics of all time and one of the most important movies about the African-American experience. Number 3, Training Day 2001. Training Day is a gritty crime thriller movie set in the streets of Los Angeles. Denzel Washington plays Alonzo Harris, a corrupt and ruthless narcotics detective who takes a rookie cop, Jake Hoyt, played by Ethan Hawke, under his wing for a day. But as the day progresses, Hoyt realizes that Harris is not the mentor he expected, but a rogue cop who breaks the law and manipulates everyone around him. Hoyt soon finds himself in a moral dilemma as he has to decide whether to follow Harris or to expose him. Training Day is a movie that showcases Denzel Washington's versatility and charisma as an actor. He plays a villain, but a charismatic and complex one. He is charming, funny, smart, and persuasive, but also violent, cruel, greedy, and paranoid. He is a man who lives by his own code and who justifies his actions by saying that he is doing what it takes to survive and succeed in a corrupt system. He is a man who you love to hate and hate to love. He won an Oscar for his role, becoming the second African-American actor to win the Best Actor award after Sidney Poitier. The movie is directed by Antoine Fuqua, who also worked with Denzel Washington on The Equalizer and The Magnificent Seven. The movie has a lot of realism, tension, and action, and it also features a stellar supporting cast, including Scott Glenn, Tom Berenger, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and Eva Mendes. If you're looking for a movie that will keep you guessing and entertained, Training Day is the one for you. Number 2, Philadelphia 1993. Philadelphia is a drama movie that deals with the issues of AIDS and homophobia in the 1980s. Denzel Washington plays Joe Miller, a homophobic lawyer who reluctantly agrees to represent Andrew Beckett, played by Tom Hanks, a gay lawyer who was fired from his prestigious law firm because of his AIDS diagnosis. As the case goes on, Miller learns to overcome his prejudices and to respect and admire Beckett, who is fighting for his dignity and his rights. Beckett, on the other hand, is facing his own struggles, such as his declining health, his relationship with his partner, and his family's acceptance. Philadelphia is a movie that showcases Denzel Washington's sensitivity and humanity as an actor. He plays a character who undergoes a transformation from being ignorant and intolerant to being compassionate and supportive. He also plays a character who is not the main focus of the story, but who serves as a bridge between the audience and the protagonist. He is a character who represents the common man who is challenged to change his views and to empathize with someone who is different from him. He received an Oscar nomination for his role, and he also won a Golden Globe for it. The movie is directed by Jonathan Demme, who also directed The Silence of the Lambs and The Manchurian Candidate. The movie is a landmark film, as it was one of the first mainstream movies to address the AIDS epidemic and the discrimination faced by the LGBT community. The movie is also a tearjerker, as it portrays the tragedy and the courage of Beckett, who is played by Tom Hanks in an Oscar-winning performance. The movie also features a memorable soundtrack, including the song Streets of Philadelphia by Bruce Springsteen, which also won an Oscar. If you're looking for a movie that will touch your heart and your mind, Philadelphia is the one for you. Number 1, The Hurricane 1999. And finally, at number 1, we have The Hurricane, the biographical sports drama directed by Norman Jewison and written by Armien Bernstein and Dan Gordon. Denzel Washington plays Reuben Hurricane Carter, a middleweight boxer who was wrongfully convicted of a triple murder and sentenced to life in prison. The film follows his struggle to prove his innocence with the help of a group of supporters, including a young boy, Lesra Martin, played by Vicella Shannon, who was inspired by his autobiography. Denzel Washington gives a phenomenal and captivating performance as Carter, a resilient and charismatic character who refuses to give up on his freedom and his dream. He won a Golden Globe and a Silver Bear for Best Actor for this role, and also received an Oscar nomination and a Screen Actors Guild Award. The film also features a solid supporting cast, including Deborah Kara Unger, Liev Schreiber, John Hannah, and Dan Hedaya. The film is a thrilling and uplifting story of justice, hope, and redemption, and features a stirring and iconic song by Bob Dylan. So there you have it, our top 5 Denzel Washington movies. Do you agree with our list? What are your favorite Denzel Washington movies? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to smScreen for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.